Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? Y'all, we are here for a reaction and review. Um, we are on some phone calls from prison YouTube channel you love to watch, and I believe the information is in the description box. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hi, Kay. Hi, CA 1983. Good morning, Jackson Tabasco. K Blueberry. Good morning. Good morning, Unicorn. Good morning, KNB Mom. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Jay Blake. What's up? Good morning, V the One. Good morning. It's not super duper early. Let's see. Brenda, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're gonna give everybody a chance to get in here, but I feel like we're not gonna slow things down. We're just gonna keep going. I don't know what is going on with notifications. Like I felt it yesterday, but I'm feeling like notifications are not going out, but I guess some are, but some are not. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let me just do a quick post and get it over to let's see. All right. Okay. Do that and do this real quick. Okay. Just a second, guys. And then we're going to just jump right into it because it's too pretty outside. And then we also have to move on. All right. What did I title this? So, okay. Okay. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody say hi to everybody. Say hi to a friend in the chat. Okay. All right. I just put it on Patreon and I did a post. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it's you know what I mean? YouTube is so big. You got to remember, YouTube isn't just us. YouTube is it could be a billion people. Like if you look at the statistics of what this platform supports, it's mind-boggling. So in a way, it's not even worth getting mad over because the fact that it works every day is shocking. Because you have people's, the fact that this thing doesn't crash. I mean, we could be crashing right now for all we know, because this is odd that it would be, you know what I mean? But it's okay. You got notified by Facebook. Okay. You know what I'm saying? This could really be a crash right now because normally we have more in the midst at this moment, but that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and do what we do because y'all are here, and we're just going to keep going, and maybe notifications will be working later. Some are getting, some are not, and that's okay because the replay is real. So if you came through upon the replay, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to share, um share, share on Instagram, all of that kind of stuff. That helps a lot. Oh, I see a mistake. I hate when that happens. Let me fix this. Why is this showing like this? uh okay. Okay, here we go. Let me fix this. I just do a quick edit on. Okay. Okay. All right, good. Okay, so yeah, this thing, if you look at the YouTube stats and how many users and then uploads and content creators are simultaneously uploading and just the amounts of data that this platform supports, it's a lot. So I'm certainly not making excuses for Google because it just is what it is. It's their problem to solve. It's certainly not mine. The only thing they um you know, I don't even want to say that they ask us to do, but that they do is support people's uploads, right? And so, it is what it is. Anyway, let's go and have a good time because I think I already have it loaded. Did I already share my screen yet? Just a second. I thought oh, I did not share my screen yet. Just a second. Let's get into it. I watched this the day it came out, so I didn't watch this yesterday, but I watched it. What was this? Today's Sunday, so Friday. This is the funny thing, though. I'm listening to it this morning, and they're talking about Crail, and we just watched a Crail case. Crail is working Clayton County. I don't know if he has always worked Clayton County, but he seems to have a lot of clientele in Clayton County. I've been trolling the Clayton County magistrates to see when he comes back with Mr. Saul. I need to check Mr. Saul's case to see if they updated it and they were able to finish it. If they did finish it, it's not showing up on his jacket. So I don't know what's going on with that, but in any case, Craig Lewis seems to be, I don't know if he's like the public defender um who's always available in that area, but it's funny listening to this particular video and them talking about Craig Lewis being a court appointed, which is a public defender, um or however you want to state it, but it's basically the same thing. um and how Nesto's stupid ass, remember, for a long time we thought it was Sonya that had recommended Craig Lewis. Well, in fact, it turns out that Nesto found out about Craig Lewis in Cobb County, right? From a fellow inmate. And little did he know, Crail is a whole entire court appointed attorney, and he paid of course he was excited. Of course, when he found out that he was going to get some money because Shirley had a coin or two, of course he was excited. Not to say that justifies cheating people or not doing what you were paid for, because that's just crazy work. Um, but it was funny. If I can find a video, I was watching Crail's legal performance the other day. I don't know if Crail's getting work done in his house at the time, but you could see all the way up into the rafters in the room that he was sitting in. I don't know what's going on, but Nesto's dumb. Yes, Nesto's just dumb. Not, and there are very good court appointed attorneys. There are plenty of attorneys that have a portion of their business taking supplemental business from the state, right? Because basically it's almost like a state type contract. You're providing defense services on probably a negotiated rate from the government for people who may not be able. So it's part of a program, right? So it doesn't mean you're a bad lawyer by any means, but it could just mean you may not have any paid clientele. It could mean a lot of different things, but I would venture to guess that someone who is an attorney could speak better to running a full practice based on court appointed work. I don't really have an opinion on it other than Nesto, he's a court appointed attorney. It's possible, but if he's not working Fulton County per se, but maybe he does work the state of Georgia. So, he was working for Nesto as a paid attorney, but it just seems like we've seen him. I've definitely seen him in Clayton County show up on plenty of Zooms. Um, I don't know. He might have just gotten excited for having a paid client who said okay for whatever the first fee was that he threw out. And Nesto trying to throw money around, thinking that he's throwing money around is going to get him a result, was stupid. Right. I wouldn't so not necessarily I wouldn't get a referral from someone still sitting in jail, but yeah, if somebody's exiting, absolutely, right? Because if that person got that person out, but Nesto's set of circumstances are also nuanced because he's a clown and we know that he doesn't really tell the truth altogether. Word on, you know what I'm saying? Like word on the curb, he's not really forthcoming with the information to get himself out and just tell people what the hell's going on. Nesto and Sonya was just wasting Shirley's money. Absolutely. Okay, let's get into it and see what's going on here. Okay, guys, hit the thumbs up for me and let's get it going. Okay. Might help if I share the screen. Okay. That might help. Let's see. Let me put me over here.
In these two calls from July 2023, you will hear Sonya say that Nesto's story is dead and Shirley's not that popular. Nesto said
Sonya is such a fucking hater. Nesto's story is dead. She said that in July of 23. Okay, it was just getting ready to get popping at that moment. And Shirley's not that popular. Well, okay.
says that people aren't mad, they're just scared he's not around. Take a listen.
She'll say anything for any. She'll just say anything.
Did I ice that thing down?
Hold on.
Hold
Go
on.
outside. I'm not gonna sit on. Oh shoot! You know what's so crazy?
What's crazy?
When you look at people these days, you don't know if it's a boy or girl. You guys are just staring at the titties or something.
That is crazy, man. Ain't that crazy?
Look at people like, is that a boy or is that a girl? Even if
Okay, so in the 80s, Boy George and that guy who I got the power. Come on now. This is not anything new.
it's with a chick, you just don't know. Anyway, not the dealership. I talked to the prosecutors. I talked to the public defender's office. We do have court in the theft by deception case, the one that's just a complaint, not the indicted.
In the 80s and the 90s, especially stuff that was coming from England, from London, and just if you paid attention, you would see. There was obviously this is nothing new that's going on today. All right, so the fact that this is a like that song, they're so weird. I'm so glad they kind of got off of this topic of conversation because y'all sound stupid.
Case. And
You sound like you haven't been outside. And if we know one thing about Nesto and Sonya, they have been outside for a long time. These are two old birds, okay? These are two old birds with lots of experience outdoors, okay? These two have seen a lot. You mean to tell me that this woman who has worked in the strip club business, basically sex work adjacent, is playing like she doesn't know what's going on outside? And they're just like, oh my God, yes. Nesto walking around with his crazy tool bag doesn't know what's going on outside. Come on. If some, regular people who don't live the lifestyles they live, felonious, going to jail and prison, working adjacent from the sex trade, working in nightclubs and strip clubs and things of that. If we know what's going on outside, okay, they definitely know what's going on outside. Okay, stop playing like you don't know what's going on.
it's August the 3rd. You have a hearing with your public defender, Hannah.
No, on top of all of that, this is a lady who is 50, what, 6 or 7 at the time, right? 54, 55, whatever she is at the moment of this call, right? Girl, her daughter's almost 40 years old. You are a woman in your 50s with a daughter who's high up in her 30s. Girl, you have been around the block. Would you stop playing like you don't know what's going on outside?
I got to call her back. I left the
And you're a grandmother? Girl, you already got 2 generations under you and you're like 55 years old. You got a daughter that's almost 40 and a granddaughter that's almost 20. Baby, would you sit down?
paper in my car because she
You
gave me
Trying
a
to
number
play
for
like
her.
try to play
Yeah,
innocent.
talk
but
to her?
I talked to another lady in the office who was telling me that Hannah, she gave me Hannah's number. But Hannah is the one on your case and that you got court on the 3rd. She told me. But I actually start August 3rd, you got court. You got a preliminary hearing. A preliminary hearing on August the 3rd.
A preliminary hearing.
Oh, for what is it called?
For the theft by deception case. Yeah, the new one. The new one they stuck on you recently. The one they stuck on you last week. I'm surprised you didn't get a preliminary hearing on the other stuff.
That's
Because
what
you
I'm saying.
just got that one. How did you not get those first? You should have got a preliminary on them pornography shit and on the stuff, because all that came before this.
I think when you look at Nesto's information, when you look in Odyssey, I feel like some of those hearings were waived because remember, we're like coming out of Rona at this moment in 23. Some of those hearings were waived. Okay.
Yeah, but see, his thing on that one. On that one, you got to go. I got to go to a superior on that one. I can't go to.
Oh. Well, they still could have. You're right, but they still could have.
Why don't you pull up his jacket instead of constantly calling the clerk? All she ever does is call the clerk's office. It doesn't seem like she actually goes on Odyssey and looks it up. Sometimes I think she does when she's like, okay, but it also doesn't seem like she had a computer either. She would have that work computer. So I'm not really sure what that deal was, but it seemed like she would always call the clerk's office and ask somebody on the phone what was going on rather than just log in and look up the jacket herself, the docket.
Is that hearing? I mean, gave you that date.
That's
Like
true.
it's a Bronco. A Bronco is
How many?
46.
Are you in the Ford dealership?
40. How many parking lot? I came outside because I want people in my business.
Go in there and see.
But I want people in my business. I talked to your boy. I already talked to that dude.
What his name is?
Come on, Cedric. Cedric.
Yeah, you sure know him. That's right.
I was like, y'all tried my son. That's what y'all
All
did.
that shit I done gave them. All that.
Okay, so yeah, so she's over there at the Ford dealership.
I'm sitting up in here. Ain't that something?
Mm-hmm. People don't remember you. That's as far as I go. People don't remember you unless they need you. That's when they remember you.
Oh, he remember me. He know me very well.
Yeah,
Really?
these two are dumb.
You
I
know
don't think she was saying maybe she didn't ask for the guy Cedric or not. I don't know, but he took it as her saying that Cedric didn't know who he was or he doesn't remember him. But I think she was just talking figuratively, like, you know what I mean? Like he kind of knows you when you're cutting him a check or buying something, but right now he don't know you. You know what I mean? I'm sure he, I don't know. These two are girl. They stupid. They stupid. Just like Nene League. They
white truck from
stupid.
her?
Who?
You bought the white truck from her?
I bought a white truck from him, and I bought a goddamn big ass bus from him. I'm the only one.
Oh, you bought a big
that
bus?
Yeah, I bought it. It's on Instagram. That first one, that big one.
Oh, okay.
It's on Instagram.
okay.
It's on Instagram.
He remembers exactly. He know what it is. Everybody
Mexico.
know what's going on with my ass.
It's on
I
Instagram.
think that's died down by now. I think that's died down. Cause, yeah, I think so. I think, oh, Dooley. I just think it's died down by now. I haven't seen anything or heard anything. I think the next story that came out. You know how this next story pops up the next week, and then they be like, okay, on with the next. Because so much stuff is just going on with the internet. You know, somebody dying or somebody this or Young Thug's case or or, you know, YMB, whatever the fuck, Melly's case. You know what I'm saying? So that's Melly. Melly with an M. This young dude who killed his best friends in the car. And then made it look like a drive-by. Yeah, he shot and killed his best friends after they left the studio.
I'm surprised she has an opinion on Melly. I'm surprised she doesn't think that Melly's innocent, girl. His incident is innocent. I'm surprised. Hi, Mashonda. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm surprised that I don't know, girl. You know, Sonya goes whichever way the wind blows.
And then
Now that she's bestie blabbermouth, she probably thinks that, oh, it was a setup. He didn't do it. Why would he do that? That's his best friends. Da, 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 da. You know, the police are corrupt. Everything's a lie. Da, 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 da.
About the text messages, how they was like, he texted him, was like, I did that. And then he said, on the text, and they was reading it in court.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy, right? It's just a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Every day is something different. And everybody's always trying to get the next big story. So most things don't really resonate long in the news because, one, Shirley's not that popular, really, not at all, unless you listen to the Steve Harvey or fuck with Steve Tough. Then you would know about her, which that's more older people shit. And older people really ain't online like that. Young people are online like that.
Right.
So that's why it's like, and you know what I'm saying, in and out done situation, because that show is old people. Old people waking up listening to that. No young people. They listen to the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? And older people listen to Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey's old ass. And they look at him like, what the fuck they talking about anyway? Before this even came out, there was like, I was like, he gonna try to give, you know, advice. Who made him a advice guru? You know?
I got you.
So yeah. So that's just my ear. My girl, I was talking to Madison. She got her radio thing. She does her radio pop. This thing is, I paid $60 something for mine. Looking at this Mustang, $71,000.
Go ahead. It's hot out there. I know it's hot out there.
It's hot as shit out here.
I'm going out. It's like the clouds.
You are going out today, so you're gonna take your vanilla run on out the house and go get you some freaking sun.
I can't wait to get with your goddamn boy. Your sugar You talk.
See, this is when he was all stimulated by Sonya. He was all, yeah, but he was very much like, he liked all that sassy talk. When she got to be unsure and her real insecurity started coming out, he's, you know, obviously getting less and less interested, but you know, he's still a bum. But it was the sassy talk, her sassiness. But when the sassiness went away, you're not late, you're right on time. We see you. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, hey, Southside. Good morning.
I know, right? Yeah.
Go ahead.
My electrician called me today this morning. Where the fuck you been? I said, I'm back in Atlanta. He was like, well, bring on. Like,
why is your electrician calling you? For what? You keep electrical work going all the time? Like, you know, it's funny. Sonya always has some sort of foolishness going on and some sort of male friend, and it makes no sense. Like, who are all these? She always knows some guy, and like the other day with the RV, him asking her about her washing machine, and she said some guy told her she could come wash her clothes. Like, what random guy is going to tell you to come wash your clothes at their house? Who? Oh yeah, you really must be talking to this person about what you got going on. I just, first of all, I don't believe it. But second of all, if it actually is occurring, there's more that's going on. She's always bringing up some male friend. She doesn't have any female friends. It's always a male friend who wants to do something for her. That she's like, no. But you stay talking to them.
yeah. Man, what happened to the thing? Oh, I said, you know, Trav, you know how they do women down there. They don't give them no respect. They got white interior. They don't give them no respect. You know, they want it their way. They couldn't, you know, and I wouldn't budge. So he pulled, but Travis was in the ear the whole time, and so they trying to do something.
So what you say about the podcast? What?
So she's doing a podcast. She does a podcast radio show, Madison on Wednesday. It looks real crappy, but you know,
Cracky.
it is what it is. Crappy.
Oh, crappy. Okay.
She's such a hater. And the fact that it's like, Sonya, when it was time for you to do something, what were you doing? You were sitting up there with that girl, that rejected girl who's got Carl Thomas's baby. Like, what were you actually doing different? But you're going to put down Madison. At least Madison was trying to do something. So you're going to say hers looks real crappy, but you couldn't even do anything, and you can't even go live without damn blabbermouth. I just love how the people who are the least able love to, and then will low-key put down someone very close to them. That's what makes it really bad. It's one thing being critical. You know, you've got your commentary, you've got your critique, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that she is behind her back at this moment criticizing Madison, and that's actually supposedly her friend, that just shows you what type of woman she is. She's trash. So if she didn't know better, you know, she low-key was talking about, like, not even say low-key, she was talking about Sylvia before these calls went public. She toned that down real quick. She didn't drag Blabbermouth as much as she could have, as much as we know she did Madison, but she would have had we had more time to let her get comfortable and her not to know that this was all going to be exposed. But since Blabbermouth is also thirsty for friends, when she and Nesto were talking about her and were laughing at her, she doesn't really want to, you know, acknowledge that because she wants proximity to the subject matter. And you know, we also know that Blabbermouth is a big user, but this is Sonya's MO. She's got a female friend, she gonna talk about you. That girl that she's friends with, even she has talked about her alleged best friend. Sonya talks about everybody.
Crappy. Yeah, because you know how when you trying to say, like, try to roll with these young girls, but you ain't really built like them.
Right.
So you don't, and yeah, so her kids are in their 20s. I would think Madison is like 47, 48, around there, pushing 50-ish. But I think 45 going on 50. And then, you know, she kind of heavy top, and then her bottom, she's, you know, real little. She's kind of built, she kind of built out like a cartoon or something.
It's a square box. I got you. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then she be wearing all that red ass fucking hair, and she's real yellow, and that shit be looking weird as hell. And I be like, girl, I mean, on occasion, some things you can get off, but you can't be like that on the regular, you know?
Hold on. So you saying that for the death by deception? How many charges? I got 3 charges or 2?
And what that case is for is three death by deception. And
You see, he really didn't care what she was talking about. Like, he didn't really care about talking about Madison, because he pivoted right off. It's not even so much he pivoted off of that. He's not paying attention to her talking about Madison. If he knows Madison already, I mean, at the end of the day, he already knows what Madison looks like. It's not worth talking about. You know what I mean? If you know her, you know what the lady looks like. There's no point in dragging her. It is what it is, right? And he just went right back to himself. Now what? Talk about my theft by deception, please.
this bitch is nice. Damn. Maybe I'll get a Bronco.
Okay.
Nice.
So hold on. So
She can't stay on topic for shit. Sonya, he wants to talk about his case, hun. Okay? Girl, and that ponytail. She has so much to say about Madison, but ma'am, you need to look in the mirror at that ugly ponytail too.
Yeah, the last I went for Friday. That's not. Oh, that wasn't no session on it. That was just for some other shit. Some accounts.
Friday.
That was account shit, right?
That's that card, that transaction credit card shit. That's what those are. Remember, That
Okay,
and then
okay.
the death by deception. So I'm not, I'm not in front of my computer. I'll have to look when I get back home. Well, I got to go get Katie, and then we're going to go to the game at 7. I'll probably go to the baseball. We're going to go to the baseball game.
The Braves?
Yeah. I never
Okay.
take her to a game before. I took to Miles once, and as soon as we sat down, he was ready to go. He said he wanted to go today, too, but I don't know if he's going to actually go. Depends how it works. He just asked, but I invited him, but then Katie was like, I just want to be me and you. I said, oh, that's cute.
That's right.
Some quality time.
Okay. I like that. Okay. Now I like
Yeah.
That's weird. But so Katie, the granddaughter, didn't want her grandmother to go with her and her uncle. Like, that's your uncle. So you influenced your grandmother to not have your uncle go. This is a very strange family dynamic.
Yeah.
It's about time we got them grandma. Damn.
Well, I got my two. Like, you worry about me. I'm like, no, I got my grandkids. I'll hang with them. I'll hang with her and Tomas any day. I'm cool. I'm content. I don't have to,
Oh, okay.
I can talk to you and date the kids.
You ain't got to be in the sheets every night. Is that what you're saying?
I got your picture right by my bed. I'm good. I wake up to you every day. And then I go to the bathroom. You're right beside me.
Okay.
I'm in there a lot. Oops. You're in the kitchen where I'm working at.
Okay. You talked to the other guy today?
No.
Anything else?
I'm in the kitchen a lot. She's that moaning and groaning is so corny.
Okay.
I'm in there a lot. Oops. Every day. And then I go to the bathroom. You're right beside me. Picture right by my
So
bed.
she has his picture in the toilet.
And then I go to the bathroom.
She got his picture by her bed. She got his picture in the toilet.
I can talk to you and date the kids.
You ain't got to be in the sheets every night. Is that what you're saying?
I got your picture right by my bed. I'm good. I wake up to you every day. And then I go to the bathroom. You're right beside me.
Okay.
I'm in there a lot. Oops. You're in the kitchen where I'm working at.
Okay. You talked to the other guy today?
No.
What kind of mess is that?
Hey, you talking about Ralph, my boss?
No. I'm talking about the other attorney. I just called. The one you called yesterday, but you was back in next.
No, I didn't call him. I called the public defender's office. And I was going to call him, but I had to run out the door. But then I left a freaking paper at the in my car. I'm going to do it when I get back to the car. I should be back in the car in about another hour. And then I'm going to call him. The later in the day is always better with lawyers because they usually, like, end of the day, they're done with court and all that stuff.
Okay.
But August the 3rd, that's 2 weeks. So 2 weeks on a Wednesday.
That's for all those. That's for all those.
It just says that, but I didn't look at the other. She didn't read off, and I didn't look at the other case to see if they're going to include that since they were like right there together. But I'll look again on that.
Why are they on the computer though? I wonder why it's not on the computer. I don't know why.
I only looked under that one case because I had a foot out the door when me and her was talking. But I'm gonna look again when I get back in the house. I have time to do that. I gotta buy Katie a shirt and pick her up.
What time the game? What time the game?
7. The game is at 7. Yeah, but I gotta go get her from her friend's house. And then I dropped Tomas's car back to his job. Go get her from Ellie's house. And then I have to be around the house because, I can go right there to Walmart or to the mall and get her a Brave shirt. And then she could just wear, she's wearing my tennis shoes or whatever. I got some red sneakers, some Air Force. I mean, some
That was quick. That was quick for what do you call that shit?
Yeah, so the preliminary hearing.
That shit was quick.
Yeah, it ought to be.
That's the way it's supposed to be going 2 weeks like that.
Yeah, but even when yours didn't, oh boy, should have. I don't know. Man, I feel like that's just be the scary part. People talk a good game. You give them the money, and they act all something fucking different. And then you want to act all stupid, and it's like you're a paid attorney, so you need to act a little bit more, and as an employee because you're a paid attorney. Now you work for me. You don't work for yourself. You work for that person that just pays you to do the job. So right now you're my employee.
So they gave you her telephone number?
Yeah, I got it. She gave me the private number for her. Yeah, she gave it to me.
Okay.
She gave it to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm gonna talk to her, and I know everybody be calling him to death. That's the only downside. when you get all people calling, I just got to figure her out and hopefully she's a people person. So she's okay with, I understand, your loved one's in jail and the system is this. So I hope she's one of them type of person.
Oh yeah.
Instead of them people that don't need the job or work the job, like the people in the hospital,
Right.
And just sitting here like, or people there, or the people like COs that treat y'all like shit. Like, why are you even here? Why are you working with people and you don't like people? I don't get that. How people do that. That's dumb.
That's
you
true.
should never hire people that don't like people. You don't like working around people. It's plenty of jobs, like,
It is. When you out there enjoying your stuff, I like that. That made me happy. That keep me motivated.
Yeah. So I was thinking about, don't you want to open up another barbershop, or are you over that?
No, I'll open it up for you.
Nesto doesn't want to work. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be a kept man. He wants to ride around clean and have a pocket full of money and let the ladies do the work. That's pretty much it. So, she just asked him straight up out the blue, don't you want to open up another barbershop? Yeah, I'll open it for you. So either let her run it or her stand up there, do 100 haircuts in a day, have her be on her feet. He does not want to do anything. This guy, that's why he needed a woman who was a little older, who had a coin, a nice comfortable coin, because he didn't want to do anything. He's an old, I don't even know if you call them a player. He's just an old, I don't know, kept man. What do you call? I don't even know what you call that. A gigolo, I guess. He's just an old gigolo. He just wants to show up at these situations and have access to money and ride around looking like he's doing something, but he's really not.
No, I was just trying to think of something that was like.
He laughed, but what did she say? Let's see. Sonya, you two, you can't be both the same side of the same coin. Like, you two are alike.
Open up another barbershop.
Girl, an escort. Stop it. Y'all, I was watching Diana today from Wonderlust, and one of you guys told me about this video, but I hadn't came to it yet. The video where she talks about when she used to be a sugar baby. Basically, she talks about how she used to be an escort. And it's like a 40-minute video, and she talks about the lifestyle when she was in Dallas, Texas. And oh my God. And she said, and you would go to a hotel and you would see people that you recognize. She said, because we all know each other, like all the people that are in the business in your area, like you kind of know each other and stuff. And it was interesting. It was very interesting. I'll have to bubble up that episode because maybe I was just like, wow. I didn't know. I really did not know that that's what she was doing, but come to find out, that's what she was doing. Any of you guys who are watching her channel, if you hadn't got to that episode yet, it's a doozy.
I'll open it up for you.
No, I was just trying to think of something that was like, kind of like not a lot of stress, but it's a demand. But it's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what it is,
something quaint, small.
Motherfuckers getting haircuts anymore. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The niggas getting haircuts anymore. Then a lot of them ain't gonna be able to afford that shit the way shit going in a minute now.
That's why you keep it. Well, it's hard because what's the name of it? I was talking to Dion. So his barbershop is not far from Sydney's, and I was like, oh, my son can go there. Yeah, but I charge $60. I said, you charge $60 for what? Because all tomorrow get is a lineup, and he was like, I charge.
This is my thing. Why does she talk about Tomas like he's 17? Isn't Tomas a grown man? Doesn't Tomas get to pick his own barbershops and handle his grooming? I'm trying to understand, unless he is special needs at 20 and in his early 20s and needs mom, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless he is a grown man who has needs and or needs to be handled and wrangled by an adult for whatever reason there may be, why in the world is a 20-something young man who is supposed to be on his own needing his mommy to set up his hair appointments or to do research about barbershops? That just doesn't even make a sense. Like, is Tomas, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, that's a reality. If you have a child who is not fit to be like completely on their own, does Tomas live in like a group home setting? Like, what is really going on here?
Carolina. Right.
You
I
said
guess,
don't make
the
you spit
times
out
go
your.
up, so you
I'm
gotta
just
go.
wondering why she treats him like he's 6 or 17. Is it 6 or 16? I don't even know, but it's giving he's not able to function on his own because she does like way too much.
Go up, I guess, but I was like, I guess that's okay, because you can really sometimes stretch a haircut for 2 weeks. I don't care for those $1,000 haircuts, because a haircut, again, some people a week
Sonya,
later
you're not paying for $1,000 haircut. Like, it's not even worth considering.
they look a hot mess. Every day I do the facials and I do this and I do this. That's fine. Tomas is cheap. I don't know if he's going to do that because he don't care about his hair right now.
Damn.
He don't
Because
care.
he's not getting booty cat. Young men who are wanting to have their aftershave and cologne and clothes right, hair right, it's because they got something to do on Friday and Saturday night, which is go pick up their little girlfriend, spend a little coin, take them to a movie, take them, out to eat, spend time with them, whatever that might be. Clearly that's not happening. Clearly that is not the case.
Yet. For real. I mean, he pays that girl $20 or $30 just to line up his back. All she do is use the little thing and just line it. She don't taper it, fade it to the neck, none of that. He come home and I have to do that because I'm like, why is this all chunky right here? And so I have to taper it and fade it to the neck where it goes down, instead of like a big shag. Remember shag?
Yeah, I remember that ugly ass shit. I hated that shit. That's when they had them bumps on their neck. That was perfect for them. That was perfect for them, boy. That shit. You remember that shit? Hello? Hello?
Of course she remembers it. She just asked you if you remembered what a shag was. How would she not remember it since she asked you, do you remember a shag? Come on, Nesto. That's why she hung up.
Hello?
I hit mute, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say this shit done did the same thing the other night.
Right, last night. But I didn't hit you yesterday. Just went, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Oh, that's kind of, you know what? That Mustang is okay. Now I'm just looking at it. And yeah, it's okay. That Bronco look better. Look at that. I mean, we getting a van. We getting an RV. We getting an RV, boo. Mm-hmm. We getting an RV, and Vegas is about to be the shit. By the time all this stuff is over, man. Yeah, I spent 6 months in Vegas.
What time you got over there?
I got here at 12, but I was fussing. Most of the time I was here.
You almost got your tickets already.
No, I don't. I'm get them when I just walk up there because we're just trying to be in the building. We don't really care about the seats. We're just trying to get in the building.
Oh, okay.
That's all. You know how black folks are. We're just trying to walk around. We're just trying to be in the place. We don't care about other shit.
Okay.
You know, black people.
Right.
Like my Nickelback ticket, I got the last section before you get to the line. Because remember I told you my ticket was $150, and I'm like at the grass.
Damn.
That's expensive, right? Remember on concerts it would be $20, $30, movies is $5.
Yeah, I remember that.
What? This shit $700 for a front row seat. You got me fucked up. I love the group, and I wouldn't mind going to that type of concert because I can be around white people like that. They kind of conduct themselves a little bit different. Like now we can't go to like these little young rap concerts because these fools like to fight and they rude as hell. They don't know how to talk to you. Crazy.
So when your concert coming that you pay for, you going to see?
July 30, the last Sunday of the month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Nickelback.
Look at this photograph.
Nickelback. I love that group.
When you talk to actually when is that the time frame for that first case?
Other stuff.
Huh?
Those pornography shit.
No. I need to know about the other one.
The one that you got indicted on?
No, okay. I need to know what's the
Oh, okay, the R case. Okay.
yeah. I need to know what do you call it? Well, I'm going for a preliminary. How long that take for the preliminary? Because I know you got to go to the Superior Court for that.
I want to ask her when
These
she come
two.
and see you and have a talk because
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's your life.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. I definitely got to get the phone record before I go to that court date to show where I was at. I definitely got to get that.
Yeah.
It's the phone records. It's like, okay, I guess maybe he thought he was going to be able to get like the phone records that the forensic people get. The only phone records that they're going to turn over to Sonya, and that's if, which he's according to her, they did, were like phone bills, like who he was calling type thing. She didn't get coordinates like this is where your phone tower was pinging off of. That's not the type of report that she would get. Let's be specific about that. When they're getting phone records, that's not the phone records that they're getting. They're getting basically a phone bill. So who he was calling and what numbers he was calling from, not what phone towers were pinging. Not to mention she doesn't have the information to coordinate those type of reports. She's also not smart enough, okay?
Just to make sure you ever get that, your attorney. I wonder how much they cost to get them.
He can't do nothing, man. He can't do shit. He
already know.
He ain't.
Already know.
I'm really. I gave that money for nothing. That money is
Yeah.
for nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
Court appointed. He doing court appointed work. That's why he acting like a court appointed attorney.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Well, we've seen his court appointed work, and he actually seems to try to get up in these people's behinds. Not that he's doing an amazing job, but we saw him do a better job on some court appointed work because I was watching a case. I told you guys I was watching a case yesterday. I'm gonna see if I can find it because damn it, Creel's whole entire whatever that room was he was sitting in. I don't know why they sat him in that corner. But let me tell you something. That house was toe up. The house was toe up from the flow up.
Court
Let me see
appointed.
if I can find it.
Yeah, and that's what they said. They said they called him on the ground.
Really?
Yeah. He said it. He said, I heard him talking about me. I'm a court appointed. Yeah, you are. You are. That's the way.
Yeah, I screenshotted when he was talking about it and sent it to him.
Yeah.
Because I wanted him to see that. Because he talks so much about himself like he that dude. He that, you know what I'm saying? But you're not acting like you that anything.
No.
You just sold yourself to get that money. You rushed him to pay you so you can, before your true colors came out, so you can see how sorry your ass really is.
Yeah.
That's all. That's the game. That's the game right there. Rush him to pay you, knowing damn well you wasn't going to show up here and there because there's no, for how the court works, there's no reason for you to sit here and rush me to pay you in full when it's going to be a hearing this month and then 2 months later another hearing. What are you doing between those 2 months? What have you done on my case? Nothing. You've done nothing.
Hold on a second. Let me let y'all see where Creel is working. Hold on. Creel's setup is a mess. I would think that, why wouldn't he blur out the background or something like that? I was kind of surprised, but it was okay. Hold on, y'all. Look at Creel's background. Hold on. You see this up top? Is there nowhere else in his house where there's not work going on?
I can't even see at this point in time that it can be even a good theft by receiving case
Why wouldn't he put a blurred or a background on his Zoom? And why won't he turn that damn camera? Okay. Why won't he turn it so he's not horizontal view? But this is a whole mess he got
Because
going
nobody
on.
goes back to him and
What's
questions
going
him
on in the
as
ceiling?
to
I don't
does
know.
he
Let
know
me
the
even
money
try to
that,
make it
or even
bigger.
better, how about this? The money is there, theft by receiving case, because nobody goes back to him better later on.
I'm trying to
Then
make
they
it
can
bigger, but
present
I
it to the
can't.
grand jury and come back. I'm gonna touch on one final note here, and then I'm gonna leave this.
Okay. Y'all see it.
We know that the person is brown skinned, that they're 5 feet 11 inches tall, or maybe not, because the detective wasn't able to come to that conclusion. And I asked that question. We know that they were taller than the car, but we don't
They
know
were
if they're
taller.
5 feet 11
They
inches
were
tall.
taller than the
She says
car.
they're 160 pounds. We get the 160 pounds and the 5'11" from my client's driver's license, but not from the
Okay.
detective's observation.
Okay. We're going to just leave that right there. Let's get back to the matter at hand. But Crail is a key. Okay. I've been catching some of Crail um, appearances on Clayton County, and it's quite entertaining. Just for many different reasons. Okay.
Nothing. And to prepare for my case,
Oh, you
it
saw
took
it.
you a day.
Okay. I don't know. I
And
couldn't use my touch screen wasn't letting me. It was doing something weird.
exactly. So, but you rushing me to hurry some potatoes because
That's your mistake. Like these two want to be mad at Crail. The fact that Crail is hungry to get his money because probably Crail has to sit around and wait for a check from Georgia because he is court appointed. Your dumbasses paid full price for an attorney that operates primarily off of Georgia state contracts. That's stupid.
it had you not. And 2 months in, you saw what he was. You could have been like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm not."
Nesto saw that somebody was getting out of jail and thought he could get that same type of motion, but clearly that was not the case because you don't have the same case. You can't get the same type of treatment that someone else gets because you've got a whole different case, sir. I mean, that's really what it is, right?
I'll give you the rest of the money. You know, if we're done, I'm gonna take this and go and find somebody else. Can't do it. You stuck like Chuck because old boy got all your money.
Got it
You know,
all.
and it's like, but at the same time, it's like we need to add if she come out to be better than him, I would just drop his ass and use her for every fucking thing.
Oh, we're gonna see.
Yeah,
We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're
yeah.
gonna see. Okay.
I don't give refunds, man. You should get sued for the shit for your services you charging. You
Yeah.
should get sued.
Well,
Point blank. Period.
I gotta move forward. So let me. I gotta.
Yeah, I mean, thank God he's on the light cases. He ain't on the more serious shit. Because that would really be fucked up. Put your life in his hands when you got cases that hold 20+ years, and you looking at him like what I mean, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. This is true. Very, very, very
So,
true.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm cool then. I had a productive day so far. That's good. You gotta get that neck straightened out, Neto. But you're walking right.
Oh my God. Sitting here like,
But you
yeah. I'm trying not to think about it because it hurts. It hurts when I move a certain way, so I'm trying to think about it.
Is it
It
calming
hurts
down?
so bad. No, it's like it got worse.
What?
It's like it got worse. But you
Why don't
know
you go
what?
get your massage and get that crunk out your neck?
Get that crunk
I
out
was
your neck.
thinking that because they know how to do it, but I don't know. What if it's something else?
It ain't nothing
You
else.
know, so,
Hey, it ain't nothing else. If it was something else, I'd tell you it's the same thing I had. So you gotta work.
All of a
That's all
sudden,
it is. I done
Nesto
already been
is
through that
somewhere between
both
a
sides.
massage
yeah,
therapist,
really.
In here.
orthopedist, and a
Yeah.
doctor.
Oh wow, really in there?
Yeah, I told you like about 2 months ago. Yeah.
Nesto, the
Neck was
chiropractor.
fucked up. Yeah.
Mm.
And the
Yeah,
back of my
nice.
shoulder.
Got a
And
real
then I
nice
goes up
one.
under my feel like it goes up under your shoulder blade, on the top, going to the bottom. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like something. I feel like it's like you know how a rubber band. You're pulling the rubber band.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I know what you're going through. You good? You're gonna walk. You're gonna walk that thing out. You just gotta move around. That's all.
Kicking my ass right now, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Get up under that hot water. Let that shit.
I did that this morning, and nothing helped. It didn't work.
So you saying you was up under the hot water for about what?
Yeah. Oh no, I'll be in the water that long. Yeah. I think the water supply is bad for us, so it gotta be bad for our skin. So I get in and get the fuck out, because that water, all them chemicals and stuff they put in that water, you know, that shit is recycled. So I'm like, The studies are going to show the water causes cancer shortly.
Okay, so she said the stuff they put in water, you know, water's recycled. Can you explain to me? So, does she know of a plant where water is being made? So, where do you think water comes from? I mean, it's the ultimate recycle. It goes into the ground, like we drink it and we pass it, and it goes into toilets. And I mean, if we think along about, I mean, at the end of the day, water is not something that is made. I mean, it's made by God. Like there's just no, whoever knows what's a way to actually make water, it would have been done by now. Water is something that has to be, when we're out of it, there's no making it. They can try to pull it from water, from rocks and dirt and quarries and wells and purify ocean and all kinds of stuff like that. At the end of the day, it's like it's the ultimate OG recycle situation. Where does she think water comes from? So now there's a conspiracy on water. Okay. I mean, there is water that's better than other water, but this lady is so dumb. It's comical. It's just comical. Hold on.
That water is bad for our skin.
Hear this fool say it again.
For about what?
And nothing helped. It didn't work.
So you saying you was up under the hot water for about what?
Yeah. Oh no, I'll be in the water that long. Yeah. I think the water supply.
I think only thing Sonya likes water for is to wash her hair. I almost feel like she doesn't like to take that she doesn't use. I'm gonna just say it like this: she doesn't use it for anything else, because you know she has a 30-gallon. Did she say 30-gallon tank in that RV? She put 3 gallons of spring water in her tank. That's weird thing number 1. Number 2, she says she doesn't even wash her clothes. Like she just takes them to a laundromat once a week because all she wears is gym clothes. So she doesn't have running water in her RV. And she sits in there all day peeing in a bag. She pees in grocery store bags. When she goes and buys her Alfredo and noodles, she will pee and poop in the bag and then probably go run it to a trash can that you or I are going to be dumping our good Starbucks cups or trash, you know. Oh, I just cannot believe this lady. It says that she is pee-peeing and poo-pooing in bags and throwing them in trash cans at Walmart.
Bad for us, so it gotta be bad for our skin. So I get in and get the fuck out, because
she just washes her hot spots.
And stuff they put in that water. I get in and get the fuck out.
So she doesn't spend any time in the shower, but she needs a ample supply of water to wash her hair. Make it make sense. She spends more time fixated and washing that head of hers than she does hot spots.
About what?
Yeah. Oh no, I'll be in the water that long. Yeah. I think the water supply is bad for us, so it gotta be bad for our skin. So I get in and get the fuck out, because that water, all them chemicals and stuff they put in that water, you know, that shit is
But you love it for washing your hair.
recycled. So I'm like, The studies are going to show the water causes cancer shortly. Everything else is causing it. They're going to be like, shower and bath water and da-da-da-da-da. They just came out with the beach thing, which I already knew about. The ocean water was bad with all the toxins and the chemicals. Because of all that stuff they dump out there. They dump a lot of shit in the water. A lot of toxins, chemicals. The boats dropped the shit and piss in there. And then people, and that stuff rush up on the shore, and you go into the beach thinking, no, it's not. That water is nasty. I did not put
New York water.
I don't put my ass in nobody's water. I don't need nothing coming up off, vagina just bleed fuck out.
So how you gonna enjoy a beach? So you're not gonna go.
She's not a beach girl, Nesto. She's not coming with you to the green water. No, she's not.
Nasty. I did not put
New York water.
I don't put my ass in nobody's water. I don't need nothing coming up off, vagina just bleed fuck out.
She said, did she say vagina? Did you hear her say vagina? Did she say vagine?
It's nasty. I did not put
New York water.
I don't put my ass in nobody's water. I don't need nothing coming up off, vagina just bleed fuck out.
Okay, how does she have the wave runner? Exactly. So you just bought a jet ski. Girl, it's the lies. It's the constant. Girl, why are you lying? So which one are you lying about? The love or hate for water? Or which one is it? Because how are you jet skiing? How are you in either the harbor? We don't know where she is. Wherever she is, she's either in the ocean, she's in some sort of inner harbor, she's in something. How are you? I know you're not jet skiing on a lake. Does she even know how to swim? Her little itty bitty self. So you have no friends, you're not hanging out with anybody. So it's just you on a wave runner with probably a child size safety jacket on. You hate water. Can you please make that doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, it's all coming out now. It's like a complete lie. That doesn't even make any sense.
The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
So how you gonna enjoy a beach? So you're not gonna go skiing?
I look at it. I enjoy it by just looking. I'll stick my toe in.
He said, how are you going to enjoy the beach? Just look at it. She said, I stick my pinky toe in it, but you just bought a wave runner. Girl, it's the lies.
Bleed fuck out.
So how you gonna enjoy a beach? So you're not gonna go skiing?
I look at it. I enjoy it by
He
just
said, so you're not going to go skinny dipping? Nesto is nasty. He said, you're not going to go skinny dipping? Wait, did I just mess that up?
You're walking around.
oh my gosh. Sit here like, yeah, I'm trying not to think about it because it hurts. It hurts when I move a certain way, so I'm trying to think about it.
Is it
It
calming
hurts
down?
so bad. No, it's like it got worse.
What?
It's like it got
I
worse.
must have skipped something.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's your life.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay, we'll get back to where we were. Girl, I don't even know where we were. I messed it up.
Sure where I was at. I definitely got to get that.
Yeah. Listen, make sure you ever get that. Your attorney. I wonder how much they cost to get him.
He can't do nothing, man. He can't do shit. He
already know.
I'm really. I gave that money for nothing. That money is
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not
Court appointed. He's doing court appointed work. That's how he acting like a court appointed attorney.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Big ticket court appointed.
Yeah. And
My bad, y'all.
They call him on.
Point period.
I got to move forward.
I did that this morning and nothing helped. It didn't work.
So yeah.
Mm.
And the back of my shoulder.
gotta
It
rub
feels like it goes up under my.
Oh, okay.
It
They're
feel like
talking
it
about the
goes up under your
shoulder.
shoulder blade.
So shortly. Everything else is causing it.
How do you know that? You've been going.
Because there's toxins and all of that shit in the I'll
Okay.
stick my toe in it, but that's it. That's all they're gonna get out of me.
Okay, here we are. She's such a liar.
Out. Water, I don't need nothing coming up off, vagina just bleach fuck out.
She doesn't need nothing coming up in her vagina and not coming out. And then she says she won't get in the ocean water. She'll stick her pinky toe in and jump the fuck out. But she bought a wave runner.
How you gonna enjoy the beach? So you're not gonna go skiing?
How are you gonna enjoy the beach? You're not gonna go skinny dipping? He wants Sonya and her 83-pound behind to go skinny dipping. So unless they're going to a Florida nude beach, which I think there are some, right? I'm sure there's plenty. You gonna go out at night with a convicted felon? Well, she's a convicted felon too, baby. You're gonna go out with the convicted felon to a dark beach, bucket naked, out in the riptides. Have fun with that, girl. I hope your insurance policy's paid up.
I'll stick my toe in it, but that's it. That's all they're gonna get out of me is a foot. But I'm not putting no open pores of my body in nobody's water. I don't trust the government.
So she's a liar. She's just a liar. Sonya, there's no way you changed your mind that much in 2 years about a wave runner. So you have a wave runner now? That's what you bought? You bought a wave runner, but you won't. 2 years ago, you wouldn't even stick more than your foot in the ocean. But you, with your non-friend having behind, because your bestie is, I guess, in Ohio with her husband, wherever she stays at, Detroit or Ohio, wherever she is, she has a man, so she's busy. Your other friend, Blabbermouth, is in New York pretending that she's covering the Diddy case, okay? Riding the bus into New York every day and pretending that she's covering the Diddy case. You don't have nobody to go to the beach with. Your daughter and granddaughter allegedly are like in Vegas or something. And Tomas is busy at the plumbing apprentice. Just lying for no reason. I don't even see her knowing how to swim. She looks sickly.
It's best to be side-eye with everybody than to be open and get screwed. And then you got something that's irreversible. And you sitting there crying, like, all them trips to the beach, I should have never did that, Hair fall out, something.
How do you know that the beach gonna get you fucked up? How do you know that? You've been going.
Because if there's toxins and all of that shit in the water, and then you stick your ass in the water, all them open pores, your butt crack and your vagina, we don't have one of those. So, you know what I'm saying? And all that water's going up in there and seeping in there, man. That's why they say don't eat the fish. They say the seafood ain't even good for you no more because of the water. The water's fucked up. But I don't eat seafood, so it's no big deal for me. But all the people that eat all that shrimp and crab and stuff and all that mercury that's in the water, seafood is not good for you. It's not healthy. The best thing to do is get some land and grow you some vegetables and eat your little vegetables and berries and fruit. And that's it. Yep. And live off of that.
She's a nut.
Our bodies was actually built for that anyway.
Damn.
Okay.
Are you gonna call Hannah today? You said you're gonna call both of them today?
Hannah Montana.
Okay, let's get back to business. You gonna call Hannah today? Did you say you was gonna call Hannah today?
Yeah, I'm gonna call
Can you
her
get
today.
back on your
Definitely.
Can you get back on your full-time secretary, please?
I'll call her today. I'm not gonna procrastinate on you. You gotta get you squared away. You gotta get you free. You gotta get all this bullshit off you. All these fucking lies.
You're not gonna go skinny dipping. You're not gonna go skinny dipping.
Now, because I've been asking questions. The police coming and the person who said that they have to write a statement and they have to sign it. And they have to have it there at the preliminary hearing too. Because they don't, they'll go by what the police say.
They go by what the police say.
They're bound that shit over.
They still gotta prove it. They can't just say it because the way they know now in this climate, they know police lie like a fucking criminal.
No,
and prosecutors lie. All of that shit come out.
I need you to find out what Joey is going in front of. Because I hope it ain't that other Manny shit. Boy, I hope it ain't her. Because she gets that's the one give them high ass bonds. Yeah, I hope it's Judge Drake.
The key, your bond on that is gonna be little because it's a little case, but they know they got you on that other stuff that's holding you. That's why they don't really. That's why the other bond only gave 10,000, which is like 1,000 on each. So, on the last time you went to court, because they know that other stuff is gonna hold you. That fucking ridiculous $800,000 bond on a picture like you murdered somebody.
Ain't that crazy? That shit is.
That's a murder. That's a murder bond.
It's crazy.
And it don't make no sense because, that's why your dumbass attorney should have said something. When she tried to say, and they tried to make it like, look, each count holds its own bond. So while y'all talking about more to come, that's okay. So when those come, those are going to have bonds too. So for you to sit there and try to base this particular incident and say make it high, no. If you got more cases coming, all of those cases carry a bond. That's just what it is. And y'all depleted this man all of his stuff and his money.
Wait. Also, you can ask him, is it going to be Zoom or is it courtroom?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Girl.
She gotta come see you. How's that? She gonna fight for you and she had a conversation with you.
They're not doing that. They do that, they're going to do it on a screen. They're not going to come face to face like that.
Well, I don't know who's getting murder, who's getting bonds. I mean, I think it's very specific sets of circumstances where people who have a murder situation where they're getting a bond, because some states they don't even give you a bond for murder. In any case, he shouldn't worry about that because that's not what he got. And what other people, that's part of his problem. He's so worried about what other people are getting, and because of that, you're still sitting there 3 years later. That's one of the problems. Stop comparing yourself to other people.
They ain't doing.
She still gotta come and see you to talk to you.
Yeah, but they ain't doing that.
Because you don't have a statement with the police or anything for them to even say, well, we read a statement. You ain't got shit.
Okay.
Well, it turns out he does, because when you see the discovery slip, the discovery memo, it states that Mr. Williams did speak to the police. Apparently he did, and more than once. So boom. He just didn't tell you that.
What time will we call you back? About after the game? The game over with?
Yeah, you can call me in.
Yeah, because you got a lot going on. You got a lot going on. All right. I like you very much. Enjoy your day. I like you enjoying your day. That's great.
Enjoy your more. Enjoy your day. I got tired to do. So go outside, please.
I am. I'm going. So they call it 2 o'clock. I am going.
Okay. Okay, outside. That's your ass outside.
I'm trying to keep my little six pack, but shit.
That's okay. I don't care.
Yeah, you funny.
You fine. You look good. You look good, bro. Right. You fine. Bye. Bye.
Girl, baby.
How are you?
I was gonna beat you up if you did not call me.
You said tonight. You didn't say it.
I was gonna beat you up if you did not call me.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna call you. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. No, how are you? That's the question.
Sound like you're eating something.
I'm in the kitchen about to, I'm stirring up something, about to eat it like in about 5 minutes. About to eat. But I am, how do you know that?
Huh?
How do you know that?
We're connected.
I know, right? How do you even know I'm in the kitchen? Cooking, that's not with food.
Yeah, we're connected.
I love you. You feel better? Oh my God.
Every time I see you, I feel better. I'm going to try to, I told you, you keep me going. You keep me going. It's nothing.
Okay.
There's really nothing else to look forward to be honest.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess. You don't feel that way, but I guess I understand how you feel.
Yeah. So, well, I'm going to stay positive like you said. I'm going to try to do that. I don't know what the future's going to be. I'm just assuming. I'm assuming.
Don't know what the future's going to be. I'm trying to hope for the best. That's all we can do.
Yeah.
Hope for the best. Not stressed on all. And I have some ideas. I'm going to do everything in my power to help you.
I definitely appreciate it. I definitely do.
I know.
Yeah, I definitely
do. Yeah. I'm going to do everything on my side to help you. Make sure you get out of this. Stupid little pickle.
Yeah. We're gonna have a ball once we get out of here, though. Once we have a ball, I do know that part.
We are. We're gonna have a nice little simple life.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Hopefully you don't miss. You just live on your memories and be okay with that. That's what I do. I live on my memories.
You what?
Live on your memories. Because my life is so dull right now. I just live on my memories of when I used to just, have an exciting life, and that's why I'm okay. Because it's like I did that, so I have great memories of, oh yeah, I did that, today I did this, anytime I wanted to do something, I just did it.
I have.
You get me? Yeah. So you just live on your memories, and this is just the retirement of the wind down of life. That's all. So you just do simple things.
Yeah, I can.
Gotta make sure you can now. I mean, if you can't, I don't know what to tell you.
No. I mean, I have some good memories. I do have some good, bad. I got it all. It's right now. It's in my mind, like I'm going out like a fucking. You see my folks. I just feel like I'm going out like a
I know.
You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah.
You get so far, then you go. Why you?
Did he say he feels like he's going out like a sucker? Okay. I mean, that's his own fault. That's his own fault because you put yourself in a sucker position.
You go that far, and then you just go all the way down. So I'm going out like a fucking. You see my folks. I just feel like
I feel like he was gonna say, you see my Instagram feed. When Sonya's sitting up there talking about her memories, this is sad that a woman who is in her 50s, like she's certified middle age, is living in her mind in the past of the fun she used to have. Like at a certain point in life, you find enjoyment and gratification out of the new things. I can't do what I was doing back in my 20s and my 30s. Okay, lifestyle is completely different. Sometimes I don't even think about those times. I mean, sometimes you have a thought of maybe an event or something that happened, but to be living in your 50s, remembering and living in the past in your mind is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's really a shame. But let her, you know what I'm saying? Like if that's what she wants to do, girl, that's crazy to me. So that's why she's living in that box in the parking lot. And it's very dangerous. To me, if that were my mother, I would be concerned. I would be concerned, but you probably can't tell this lady anything.
I'm going out like a.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah.
You get so far, then you go. Why you go that far? And then
You see people living van life, like the people that I watch who do van life are pretty self-sufficient. They seem to be having a good time. They're traveling, they're making new memories. There might be some mental illness there, but you can't tell them nothing. And they're able to post content and make a bag, okay? So no matter what we see or think, if they are cuckoo or not, at the end of the day, most of the people who are making a bag and showing their van life journey are enjoying this particular time. Some people are clearly, I've watched people do van life and make so much money. They've bought land, they've built beautiful homes and all kinds of things. So it's not the same for everybody. But this lady is ridiculous. But she wasn't in van life at this moment. So
you just go all the way down to the end to be some garbage. That's all. That's what's wrong with me right now.
So he feels like he's going out like a sucker, but you were making sucker moves. If you were out, you shouldn't have been penny anteing people for credit cards. And it's unfortunate that that lady would hand, hopefully in the time that I've been doing these reactions and we have been talking about Nesto and other scammers on this channel, I would hope that anybody who is in the sound of my voice knows, do not hand your credit card off to a sucker ass scammer. it's better to let someone think you don't have anything before you are trying to give someone your credit card to make them like you more or want to spend more time with you or things like that.
To come back, well, at least I can smile in your face and be happy. I definitely can do that. I mean,
You will be happy.
I see what I got going on. I understand what's going on. When it comes down to you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this, you're right. This shall pass. But damn.
I know. I mean, it's a bad storm, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The truth will set you free.
Well, yeah.
Girl,
As they
shut
say
up.
in Jesus' world.
No, this is
The
true.
truth,
This
the
is
truth
true.
will set you free.
Well, I'm going
In
back and
Jesus'
forth now.
name.
I ain't gonna
Set
lie to
that
you.
thing
I'm
on
definitely
June
going back
9th.
and forth. It's a
I
month.
know. I know. It's a lot. It's a lot. I won't even try to convince you anything other. I know you're gonna have some downtime while you're going through this. You're gonna feel fucked up. You're gonna feel like it's just, because of everybody. It's one thing if everybody who was innocent got off and went their way, but because that right there alone, we know that people that are innocent get fucked over, and that part makes it, hard.
Right.
Because if you know you could just get off by just being, not guilty or something, then that's fine. But we know.
I got my work. I got my work. I got a lot of work to do. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
I do, but I don't. I do, but I don't. So
Right.
that's all. Right now, it's just a painful waiting mental state.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. So,
I was on here. You be all right.
well, you sure doing a great job. Just right now, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Do I go to court in the morning? Because that look like the day of my day is paying out, going down there, sitting down there, and coming back. That's what it seems like to me every week or something.
As long as it's closer to the end.
It don't feel like it. That's
I feel
exactly.
like he's throwing more shit.
That's exactly.
Anybody else out there mad at you? Goddamn, any more females want to throw some more shit out there?
No. Let me explain something to you. Don't folks say, man. It's just what it is motherfuckers not around. That's all it is. Not around. Nobody to have the answers for this, that. You know how it go. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I know what it is.
They're
Yeah.
mad because he's not
That's all it
around.
is.
Okay.
Man, anytime motherfucker be gone, motherfucker get scared. It is what it is. So I ain't not gonna get on that. If I gotta sit here and just see how the car flow, it is what it is. If it's time to go, time to go. Like I said, it's dead or free. I'm already dead. So if I'm dead. Fuck it. If I'm free, I can enjoy you, boy, do whatever I want to do, however, just live a good life. But dead ain't shit I can do. Fuck it.
Oh, no.
So it is what it is. I'm gonna stay positive for you. I'm gonna stay
Stay
positive for you.
positive.
Because
Right.
I already told God if I ain't free, you fucking just don't let me wake up in the morning. I done already made that deal.
He wants to die. I'm sorry. I really, even though this was 2 years ago, Nesto is on some. Am I actually here? Like, you know what I'm saying? He wake up, open his eyes, and like, am I still here? Am I still alive? Lord, did you call me home yet? It's like when Fred Sanford every single day he was like he didn't know whether he was living or lying, okay? Living, lying, dying, whatever. Girl, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you know that straight up. So you know how I go. You done been through it. Not just in here. I'm talking about with your personal stuff. You know how
Right.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I heard it stress in your voice. If I'm going to be by myself, I'm going to be by myself. I was out when I heard that. I wasn't there now. So you're not by yourself. It's a strange fucking situation.
And that's true, but I do think that it's a certain mentality to say that. But yes, he could just be manipulating her, but even now, sometimes I do feel like he has resigned himself to the fact that girl, he could wake up not. I think he feels old and he's in a corner. He painted his own self. Girl, I was about to say him own self. Girl, I think he painted himself into a corner, and it's quite likely he's not going to get himself out of this mess. Wouldn't you want to just clock out? Maybe not violently clock out, but he doesn't seem to mind if he says the way he says it almost seems to me like he wouldn't mind if he didn't wake up in the morning. Okay? That's what it's giving. Like if I don't wake up tomorrow, I'm okay. But maybe it is some manipulation. I wouldn't want to be there either, especially if I was facing like, oh my god, the rest of my life. This is horrible. Because do you imagine? You imagine when you're like in a place like the DMV, you got to sit there all day. I'm trying to think of a time where I had to be somewhere. I was there all fucking day. I mean, let's just not even like the African braid shop, not even getting my hair braided. Let me say it like that. At the braid shop, getting my hair braided. Um, when you've had to be, and not work, because work you're getting compensated, even though it's boring, you're getting compensated. You might hate your job, and I know plenty of y'all do, but I'm talking about you had to be somewhere all day, or you were stuck at the airport. One time I missed a flight. This was many, 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 many years ago. I missed a flight. I was leaving Houston. The plane that I was supposed to take overheated. I was on like a 7 a.m. flight. Do you know I didn't catch a flight till like 11 o'clock at night? They kept me in that damn airport all fucking day. I thought I was going to go out my mind. And you take a nap, you wake up, you're still there. It's like, oh my God, am I still here? I remember missing another flight in Greensboro. I was trying to save a buck. Don't even ask me. I was stupid. I was probably in my 20s or early 30s. I was going to see my parents, and I thought I was going to save a buck, and I drove. Yeah, don't say anything. I drove to Greensboro to save a buck. I was not familiar with the Greensboro airport. I literally got there like a few minutes late. Maybe this was sometime after 9/11 because flights were sold out of now I'm thinking about it, it's coming back to me. I could catch a flight out of Greensboro. I was trying to get home, and I got to the airport where I wasn't late for the flight, but I was late for check-in. Remember when they started that whole new, like, you got to check in like an hour before your flight or else you missed it? Remember back in the day, you could get there just in the nick of time and run, or they would even take you on the golf cart to go get to your flight. Baby, I missed it by seconds, and I was stuck in the Greensboro airport all day on the next flight, waiting for the next flight. And I think where'd I fly to? I think I flew somewhere stupid, like, I don't even want to say the city because I just said stupid, but it wasn't because of the city. It was because, was I in Chicago? I flew to a very big airport. It might have been Chicago. I flew from Greensboro to Chicago to New York, baby. It was never ending. It felt like planes, trains, and automobiles. It was awful. But yeah, back in the day, you would have to, especially after 9/11. Yeah, I was on some drive to Greensboro, miss a flight, end up in Chicago just to get to New York. It was either Chicago or Pittsburgh. It was like a really big airport, so it was one of those two. Greensboro Airport, and it's very confusing. You would think, and this was 20 years ago. Well, it's over 20 years ago now. You would think that a smaller market airport, this it was still the same size airport as Charlotte, but I wasn't as familiar with it, so I couldn't find the right parking. By the time I got into the terminal, I was screwed. After 9/11, it was horrible trying to catch a flight. It was horrible. In 2010, yeah,
But it's fine. So
It's fine.
it's fine. So yeah, so that's it. I'm not gonna stress the shit no more. Ain't shit I can do. I don't call nobody because I don't have nobody's telephone numbers. I don't call my son anymore because he ain't got no one in the book, and I'm not gonna stress you to do that. Because to me, that's stupid. To me, that's not a boss type shit. So if they want to find out, they gotta find how you did. They gotta find if they really want to know something about me. So to me, I'm dead to them too. Right now, I'm not trying to deal with none of that. I really don't want
Wow.
to hear nobody else shit. To be honest with you.
Well, they can't contribute, so they best just to stay in their lane. They can't. They can't help.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear none what's going on in the world because that shit ain't here for me either.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So all I can do is sit in here and just wait now, just like all the rest of the bones in this motherfucker. They sit in here and wait because they got public defenders don't give a fuck about them because they got too many people they trying to.
They overwork.
Huh?
But they overwork. But at the same time, they chose the job.
Yeah, they chose.
Because you're not forced to be a public defender.
Yeah, but they don't even come see the people.
They're supposed to go in there with the attitude they want to help people.
And
but some people just take it because it's the first job out of college they can get.
Right. Well, it is what it is. So I'm just super just sitting back, and it's strange that I am going that fast in 2 weeks. That is strange now, because it used to be 90 days before you get into the courtroom for a preliminary. It used to be 2 weeks, but now I don't know if they're starting to back up 2 weeks now because they done caught up. But yeah.
Have we ever, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, all this time that we listen, because there was a lot of calls in July of 23, you never hear anybody talking about the backup now or the backlog. Like, maybe we heard her talk about Fonny doing an interview once upon a time, but never really much, right? It's always like you never really have that. You never hear them putting like any truth to the fact of what was going on in time other than just sitting and complaining.
What you eat?
Pasta.
Oh, of course.
Okay. Well, how you doing? What you doing? How you feeling? Is everything going okay with yourself?
I don't know, like my shit is just I'm between jobs. I just got through sending the stuff for the last client.
She's between jobs.
For the one who got murdered, the sister and the one who killed her, one whose sister got murdered and her son. I'm just trying to finish that up. And they have court in the morning.
Oh, you doing
it? So I'm trying to get everything filed. I don't work there no more, but everything I've been working on that all day today. And then I took a break and go see you, and then I came back and, all this is free. I'm done. I turn my time in, so I don't get paid for this, but I'm cool with it. I don't mind helping people.
Oh.
Well, you don't have anything to do either.
So tomorrow I'll just focus on everything I need to do as far as your stuff is concerned.
Which is nothing.
Okay.
Well, really all this week. If I don't get that job, then I'll have until I get a job to do it.
Oh, okay.
So I might go down the street and bartend at that spot. I might bartend 2 nights a week.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She
I kind of don't want a job that's don't have thinking involved because I don't want to think no more. I want to just do like very little stuff that doesn't involve my head. Because you're old, so who wants to sit there and try to remember shit or think about shit? So bartending is just easy,
Okay.
But if I get a law job, just being a receptionist, I'll do that. I'll greet people. You don't have to do anything. I'm cool. But I did like 3 petitions today, which is like motions. I did 3 or 4. I filed 3 or 4 petitions today. So, and I have to do that from scratch, Do a lot of thinking.
Oh.
I sit there and word it, all the points are met, and then file it. So, I was excited for my interview. When he was talking, I was like, all I got to do is answer the phone and pass the file. Wonderful. I do that. I got to work the file. He was like, nope.
Well, maybe you get it. Maybe you get it. If he call you
Well,
back.
the upside is, and he said that, which that's how I look when I look to hire people. I like a person that can do everything. So if I need you to fall in and do this, they know how. That's the best person to hire. You don't want to have a person that's very limited. Like my DJs, I like my DJs to be able to bar back and security. So if I need you to run in the back and get some liquor,
Somebody who is coming to DJ and they're bringing their equipment, you think they want a bar back? Bar backing, if you don't know, bar backing is basically bringing in the beers, bringing in the liquor, looking at the liquor well and seeing what's running empty, running and going and getting the whiskey, the vodka, the this and that, making sure stuff is not running out, loading up the cooler with beers, making sure if you've got tap that the beer that's on tap is not about to run out, having backup beer and reloading the beer tap. So, that's more like in restaurants where they're serving beer on tap. And then security. So you think someone who shows up to do the wheels of steel wants to bar back and do security? Meanwhile, you want them to go spin some records? Are you kidding me? That's not happening.
he will. Or if I need him to break up a fight, he will. I don't need a DJ that only does DJ. Because then that makes,
Girl, you're stupid.
So
Ain't nobody doing all that.
you always want somebody that can wear more hats than one.
Because
They're more valuable.
that's unfortunately cheap businesses. That's what cheap businesses do. So did you want to bartend, do accounts payable, and den mother? Is that what you were doing? You were collecting fees from the dancers, running drinks at the bar, and then also paying bills in the back. Is that what was going on? For $10 an
And the
hour?
person that only knows how to do this one thing. And so I told him I was talking, and he was saying most of his clients are strip clubs. So he was like, "What kind of club?" And I was like, "It's a man's club." And his eyes lit up. And I hate telling other jobs that are not club related that I worked in strip clubs, because the first thing that they always think is, well, I was on the pole.
Okay.
So, yeah, so.
She gets mad at that. She doesn't want anyone
I was
thinking
thinking, well,
she's
my
a
job was,
stripper.
yeah, my job was, I worked under the owners. He's like, really? He's like, most of our clients are strippers. I said, I know they are.
She said she worked as an owner.
I was thinking, well, my job was, yeah, I worked under the owners. He's like, really? He's like,
Oh,
most of
she
our
worked under the owners? Girl, bye.
clients are strippers. I said, I know they are.
Damn.
I know they are. Yep. Because they never want to pay them. He looks so sad today.
I'm fucked up. I don't know.
I know. He's been wearing a brave face this whole time now. But it's really getting to you. And I know the longer this goes on and the more you sit in there, it's going to affect you more and more. I mean, and that's natural. You can only be, it gets tiring. Anxiety's going to kick in. It's like me being in a plane too long. It's going to have you just pacing and just in your head, just trying to get out of your head.
This is true. Yeah, you're right. You're right. This is what's been going on.
Mm-hmm. Not fucking year.
Yeah.
So,
This is
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. You want to scream. I want to scream. I want to shout.
Girl.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Then you listen. I did talk to one guy. He told me he just walked up to me. He just came in, white guy. Hey man. No. First the black guy sitting beside me.
He's lying. This is a lie story.
Man, listen how he said, man, because he got one of the most children cases. I said, what
you said that about who?
He said he got an old children's case. Oh God.
He's old Lorraine, about 79 years old.
Okay.
He was soliciting a child. I said, what the fuck you mean soliciting? Because I don't understand that language.
Right.
So he don't listen. He come in for aggravated assault. No, he ain't here for soliciting for children. I just like, damn. Then the white guy walked up to me and just said, man, let me show you how God good is. I went to judge. I said, damn, same judge that guy. I'm just listen to him. He said, police supposed to show up, man. They didn't even show up, and she dismissed it. Probable cause.
Yep. Was he a white guy?
Yeah.
Was he white or black?
He's white.
Who?
White.
Of course they don't show up. They don't want them to get the case. They show up for the black people.
Yeah, they showed up.
Yeah. When they make a point to send us to jail, white people, no.
All right, well,
They
don't
just
be
do
in the
that
midst
fake
of a
ass
problem. How about don't be in the midst of a problem then? If you know that it's more than likely that you're going to pay black tax on your crimes, don't do them then. Okay? If you feel that there's injustice when folk show up to the courtroom and black tax is all up in the judicial system, don't get in there.
arrest for the
How about
number,
that?
and then they don't show up. Oh, we arrest this many white people and this many black people. Okay, so how many convictions?
Is that
or
too
something like that?
simplistic for you know what I'm
Because we know white
saying?
people break the law all the time.
And drop the shit. Always.
But you know what they do? They condition us to make them think they don't. Because
Boom,
in the news,
probable
they
cause.
only put black people in the news. They only talk about black criminals. They don't talk about the white ones. So if you just watch the news
How about
and just
boom?
look,
Don't get in trouble. Hey, how about this? Don't get caught.
and if you only focus on
Boom.
that and didn't know anything better, you would only think only black people commit crimes. Because no white person ever knew.
Boom.
Only
Black
black
tag.
people are out there doing
Okay.
it.
Did you see the boy get the truck
Boom.
driver today? The truck driver driving, he pulled him over, and then he got the truck and had his hands up, and the police sicked the dogs on him.
Was he black?
Yeah, it was black. All over the front. That's where it was. Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio.
The police officers stick the dogs on him.
Did he sue him? Because probably
He
had
had
no
his
reason
hands
to
up
stick
in
a dog on his ass because he was complying, wasn't he?
Yeah, and the state patrol told him, don't sick the dogs on him. Do not sick the
Because
dogs.
they can't control them dogs half the freaking time anyway. They don't know how to get. I have seen so many police officers try to call a dog back and they don't listen, and they sitting there eating the person up.
Yeah. Yeah, this is on the news. It's been on there all day today on world news.
And we didn't win a
Oh
lot
God,
this
I hadn't
weekend.
seen
We
that
ain't
story. Let me
not
see if
one
I
damn
can find
number.
it.
You
Damn
ain't
it.
seen that at all?
Not nothing. Nothing.
Did somebody win?
Yeah, somebody won that $1 billion. Somebody in California. Lucky bitch.
What?
Lucky bitch. Oh my God.
Ohio truck
They probably already had money.
driver
You would have 45,000 lawyers sitting down there.
by police dogs
Every criminal lawyer in the state would have been there.
2023.
And we all working together. Yep, I need all y'all. All y'all, everybody.
Let me be fast about this. Hold on. Did I find it? They say in July 2023, a black truck driver named Jadarius Rose was attacked by a police dog in Ohio while surrendering after a traffic stop. The incident occurred after Rose, driving a semi-truck, was pursued by law enforcement for missing a mud flap. Rose was bitten by the police dog while on his knees with his hands raised. Jadarius is from Memphis, Tennessee. Rose, I'm sure he's going to get a nice check. Jadarius was driving a semi truck when officers attempted to pull him over and missing a mud flap. The officers led the pursuit and eventually stopping as he surrendered. A police dog was deployed and attacked him. The canine officer Ryan Speakman was fired by the Circleville Police Department after an investigation into the incident. The city of Circleville settled with Rose and the former canine officer Speakman through the details of the settlement. Though the details of the settlement were not disclosed, I'm sure it had some nice digits on it. The incident sparked controversy and raised the question about the use of police dogs during arrests, especially when the suspect is surrendering. Also, when it's something nonviolent. But I'm sure that settlement was nice. It should have had some zeros on it, but okay. You know we have to fact check these two clowns.
Everybody. I gotta get. I need all your phone numbers. You don't remember none of them?
Oh no, listen. The Bucky is Nesto. Nesto's Beverly Hills.
Nesto what?
Nesto's Nesto apostrophe S, or it's gonna be Nesco. It's gonna be apostrophe S, or it's gonna be without the apostrophe S, with the O, or it's gonna be with the apostrophe S. Beverly Hills.
That's gonna be your California number.
Yeah.
That's the Metro.
Yeah.
Why did he give
Okay.
her Nesto's Beverly Hills when
I'm
he never even really used
gonna
that?
text your son and see for him to give me all the numbers that he has, new and old, just to have him send me, and if he could call
Why did he
her and have
tell
her,
her
the wife,
he didn't want her looking at his Instagram? He told her Nesto's Beverly Hills. Come on now.
send. Because I'm sure she probably got all the numbers saved. Women keep shit
Probably
longer
not.
than men.
She might.
Yeah, so I'll just see if he can get all the numbers that she would have for you. Who else would have the phone number?
My brother probably have. No, he might. That's it.
I think I only had the one phone number. I don't think I ever had. I only had two
I,
phones.
I had that number in 19, all the way to 19.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I had it all the way to 19.
but all your accounts are through.
Huh?
All your accounts are through. What's your name? Metro PC.
Yeah. The same name. It's gonna be Buckhead or it's gonna be Beverly Hills.
Okay. I'm gonna get on that tomorrow. Get that up.
Yeah, and that's what they're gonna tell you exactly where I was at, time, day, all that.
I'm like, why is this sputtering? Can you guys hear me? Okay, yes, you can hear me on that. Okay. That's weird, very strange, very weird, very much giving I don't know. Okay. Let me see if I can pull us. Oh my god. And of course, we're not in our same spot, but we'll figure it out. I don't know what was going on with that, y'all. Okay. All of a sudden, I was in the streets. All of a sudden, I was outside. YouTube totally kicked me out or something. StreamYard, I heard, was having some sort of problem. I don't know. I don't know about it, but I feel like I was hearing from people there was some sort of StreamYard issue, but
I'm gonna text your son and see for him to give me all the numbers that he has, new and
okay.
old, just to have him send me, and if he could call her and have her, the wife, send all, because I'm sure she probably got all the numbers saved. When all the numbers that she
Brother probably have. No,
had two
I,
phones.
I, I had that number in 19.
2019.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it was gonna be Beverly Hills.
Okay.
Girl,
I don't know.
Nesto's Beverly Hills. StreamYard is having too many issues in the past 30 days. You know, I
Mhm.
haven't had issues for a while, but there is a platform I really, really, really want to use, and I just it's gonna take a minute. I'm gonna have to tutorial for like a day or two to really get the feel for it. And now I probably need to play around with it in the morning. Um before and I'm saying before I totally re-up on StreamYard because I have a lot invested. Like once I guess July hits, I think I get charged for the whole year of StreamYard and it's not cheap. It's not super duper expensive, but it's, it costs. And I almost feel like I would rather try something because I've been using StreamYard for a long time. I don't know. It could be at least 5 years now I've been using StreamYard. So they are having a lot of problems, and maybe because it's expensive enough. Yeah. Because I do like the 400 gig, the 400 gig of, not, is it 400 gigs of memory? Not gigs of memory, but it's like 400 whatever. I do the highest plan that you can do as an individual. So, you know what I mean? It's under $1,000, but it costs. And I feel like I want to do this other platform, but I got to do at least some tutorial to get comfortable with it. So this is so easy. StreamYard is just so simple. I think that's why people like it. It's very plug and play. Other stuff, it takes a little bit of trial and error to get it but I think once you do, it looks really nice. So
But every now and
I
then
just
I'm
haven't
put up
invested
anyway
the
that
time
name.
yet
So
in playing around with it.
Mm.
one of them two names.
I mean, the highest plan should equal no problems, and that's true. But the platform is the platform. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I haven't been having any problems. So maybe that is true. But I've heard in the last week or two, I even heard Emily D. Baker say something like, she put up a community post for members saying that she was not able to film that day because something was going on with StreamYard. I didn't have any problems with StreamYard that day. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like some stuff is like a you problem rather than a we problem. Sometimes StreamYard does have platform problems. So
Yeah.
Those are on the company name.
Yeah. Company name. Yeah.
How long you been Nesto?
girl,
I don't
this
want to
was
talk about
funny.
that long. You're trying to get
You're a
all
kid
the
like
white
my
folks,
son.
all the information, ain't you? Trying to get
Listen,
all the white folks,
How long
all the
have you been
information.
Nesto?
I didn't know. Because my son, we was talking about nicknames, and he was like, "How come I don't have a nickname?" I'm like, "Boy, shut up. You got it's hard for us to even call you by your real name because we always just call him Mozzie, right?" And he hates to be called Mozzie around people that's not related, and I don't know why he hates that. Because I told him, I said, it's a rapper out here. He just got signed. His name is Mozzie. I said, it's restaurants that I'm seeing, same spelling, Mozzie. And then it's a guy who do YouTube stuff, him and his girl, and they're very popular. And his name is Mozzie.
And there's a victim that Nesto has is also called Mozzie. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so it's not like a corny name, but I guess because it was a childhood name. I don't know. He went
Nesto's
to,
like
I understand that too.
so he was
Nesto's
just
like no
bragging. What was
comment
your
on
childhood name?
Mozzie.
You had a childhood nickname?
I understand. Trust me.
Yeah. Did they call you Junior?
You got to understand. You're a mama. You're a mother.
I know. I'm a mama dad.
Yeah, you're a mama, but he don't think like that. I got a nice looking mama. So I got a fine mama. His mind on set is not set like that. He's just mama to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, like me, I done seen a guy with some badass mama. I mean, bad.
Mm-hmm.
But also, fat, out of shape. Mine wasn't that fat. She was fat, out of shape. She did it now. But I just talk like this. But, sometimes you be embarrassed of your family now. I don't care what.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean,
Oh
anything.
God, he's so
Anybody can have
stupid.
anything going on.
Yeah. But I would say that I'm very, very proud of you. I'm proud of you because you are. It's like I've been on you for 25 years straight. So I want to tell you, I appreciate that. So it sound like I've been on you 25 years. That's a long time.
That's what it feel like.
That's what it feel like. So I can appreciate it. Yeah, that keep me going. Yeah. What really makes me feel good is I can go and sit down and have a great
He's always talking about something that keeps him going.
still look at you. It's different. You know how the shit go. You might be around somebody or be with somebody. You like for a certain thing, but when you got all this shit in one, is that it's
I
hard to
really
get that.
like you.
And I'm funny, right? I have a great sense of humor. I tell really good jokes, right? Oh my God, you paused.
I really
Why you
like
say that?
you.
I thought I was funny.
You're funny when you ain't funny. You don't even know you're funny. There's certain things you say.
I'm insulted. I'm going to cry.
It's just
You know what's so weird, and I don't know if that's really, if I'm, because women. Do you ever be like around a lot of, in your history of women, do they cry too much? Do they cry a lot?
She's so
Like,
stupid.
like you be around females and they just cry over a little stupid shit.
They don't know each other
You
at
just look at them
all.
and think that's a woman thing, or that's just like
tears? You talking about tears or just whining?
I'm talking about like fake tears, like crying or trying to cry.
I don't pay that shit no attention.
I see that on TV on these little, on the ratchet shows, and they're talking, and then the girl just break down and start crying. I'm like, what the fuck? You even like her? Why is she crying? Like,
because they be
it's baffling me. Like, what is up with these heifers and these crying?
Ain't real. They call that tapping into the emotions to act. That's what they.
1 and 2 and 3 and cry.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
So Candy cry all the fucking time. I'm just sitting there like, what the hell?
That's an act. She's an actor. She become an actor.
She become an actor.
But other people just be like, and I just be seeing people just crying all the damn time. Like, that's weird. I mean, my sister and Tiny both, they cry a lot.
I don't know how Tiny cries. She's mean as a motherfucker.
She's emotional. That's the thing. She goes and she's emotional. So yeah, she has a mean emotion. And then
how do you know Tanya? And she's so weird to let this guy speak on her sister.
Just crying. I was just looking at her like, what the fuck, And that's why they were trying to say I'm dead because I'm just so this all the time. Or I'll try to crack jokes, but other than that, I'm just vanilla. And I'd be like, y'all be all over the place with the emotions. Like, y'all be mad and y'all be want to cry and y'all be kiki and I'll be sitting there like, what the hell?
Well, what is your emotions about? What is your emotion about, Red?
I'm not an emotional person. When I used to have my periods, I've never had emotion. I never was crampy, evil. Like, I never had mood swings. I swear I'd be like, I got a lot of dude in me, but I don't. It's weird. Like, I already know I'm kind of like built like a dude in a sense, but I'm not.
The fact that she is so able to really articulate how masculine identified she is, which she is in her head. She just doesn't like women. I don't even believe that she's masculine identified. I think she just hates herself and she hates women, and she thinks it's something cute to tell men that she relates to them more than she does women by saying she's got more dude in her. I doubt it. I think that's just talk. I think she's just hates herself and she hates other women, and she pretends that she is a certain type of way, but it really just stems from her disdain for other women, herself, and really probably her mom, and having lots of sisters. She's just a woman hater. She's no different from any other misogynist, maybe, but she's not as male identified as she would like to think she is. She's just a fucking pick me who hates females.
Manly, but I don't like women. You know what I'm saying? But I got a lot, like my boyfriend. I got a lot of dude qualities.
Exactly. She just said it. She's manly, which I don't see her as being super manly, but maybe she is. And she definitely doesn't like women.
He kind of remind him of a man more than a woman in a lot of ways, And I just feel like
you don't see no TV show that might make you sad and make a little tear come out at the end of the show. So you tell you ain't want.
I can get all emotional in a movie. I could be like, oh, that's sad, like that. Yeah, I have compassion. That I do. Okay. I just don't, be like I'll get fired. If I get fired from a job, I just like, oh well, whatever. Let me go ahead and try something else. I don't be crying about it. Like some people will cry. I don't know what to do.
You talk shit though.
Yeah, but people aren't sad because they lost their job. People are sad because they lost their livelihood and they're not sure how they're going to pay their bills. They're worried, they're concerned. Maybe it's a job that they love, so they could be a little bit hurt. Maybe somebody lied about something that they did. Maybe they got busted doing something wrong. She's just a bitch. I'm sorry.
You talk shit now.
I got that in you now.
Yeah, you got that in you now.
Yeah. I got that in you. Yeah. Sure enough. I will go there. I feel like I got enough, I guess, but I'm just not the wussy side of a female, I guess.
The
But I
wussy
got to, I
side?
stick my chest out. I ain't have no problem doing that.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I love you. Make sure you call me when you call me next. Because you're funny after now.
I'll probably call you tomorrow and I love you.
Call me after work, and I'll just update you and see where we got it. But with everything.
All right. Okay. All right. Love
I
you.
love you.
Have a good night.
Thank you very much. Have a good night. Feel better.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss.
You know why she was doing secretary? Because she wanted him to call her back. The fact that she has to tell him so many times to call her, I think she was doing secretary out of purely selfish reasons. Okay, call me back so I can tell you about this, that, and the third. She was playing secretary. She was playing secretary and Lifeline, and obviously she's putting money on his books. I mean, she made herself valuable because he didn't have anything, especially when Shirley dumped him. And then also the thoughts of him being able to line up something, as he already knew that Shirley wasn't going to really want to deal with him anymore when she found out what was really going on. Shirley might have known something. Maybe Shirley did not know everything, but it's awfully strange how he was trying to line up a piece of strange before Shirley's exit, because he already knew. He already knew she won't go want him anymore, that it was going to be over, that like it's a perfect storm of everybody finding out everything and it was going to be over. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, it's all of those things. Okay. Allegedly. Anywho, y'all, my God. That was interesting. We got through it. And Sonya is a mess. Okay. Period. She's just a straight up woman hater. Old pick me side hen. Absolutely. All right, you guys. I think Nesto knew that Crail had a deep conversation with Shirley. Whatever that deep conversation was, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. And they had a deep conversation and he broke his contract. Like, what was it? I've never seen her pregnant. I'm standing. Okay. Well, she's got, allegedly, there's two people that call her Muvel. I don't know. And it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to be honest. If Sonya is whatever she is and whatever she's not, it doesn't make me care anymore. And it certainly doesn't make me care any less, because I don't care at all. But good. If that's what it is, and she is some sort of guy. Let me be quiet. She's girl. Good. Okay. Anyway, guys, that was fun. All of the information. I'm like, let me pivot off that, because there is no winning how I can explain that one. That was a fun video. It was interesting, and it was interesting to see how in 2023 nothing has changed all the way up to 2025, and it's just giving us more. But I think the most enlightening moment of it all is that it's the wave runner situation, her not liking water, her not liking pools because of chemicals, her not liking the ocean because of all the dumping. And she's over here talking about that she wants to live vacation lifestyle and that she purchased a wave runner. So I don't know. Either she's a compulsive shopper who buys for no rhyme or reason and picks up trinkets and toys because she has nothing else to do. And she's a dummy because she would have just cleaned up her credit. She just had a bankruptcy, so her credit is probably better than it's been in a long time. And she chooses to run her credit up with items like a wave runner rather than buying herself a townhouse or a house. She bought a box, a home on wheels, and a wave runner to jump into oceans that she's probably can't even swim. If she doesn't like water like that, she probably can't even swim. It's weird to me. But you know what? Maybe she bought a kid size wave runner. The smaller ones, I don't know. I'm not going to try to make sense out of it because it doesn't make sense. I think it's just she's lying, but who knows? Anyway, guys, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Sunday. Um, I'll see you guys back a little bit later on. You guys have a wonderful day. Please make sure if you're on the replay to hit the thumbs up. We were having the first hour. There were very few, it was very exclusive and very small amount of people. I would love to know on the replay, did you not get a notification or did you guys get notifications late? It just popped up. It was weird. It was weird because normally it's a lot better than that, but it is what it is. I'm glad you guys made it through. Make sure to hit the thumbs up for me. Share me out. Your shares do mean a lot. And I will talk to you guys later, guys.